Hello everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets, the channel where we go past rumors and dig out the full stories behind Turkey's most captivating stars. If you like well-researched deep dives, please tap the like button, subscribe, and hit join so you never miss a new breakdown. Today, we're unpacking the chain of events that pushed Yağmur Yüksel, the radiant co-lead of Can Kikaları, to spend a stormy night at the home of her on-screen partner Barış Baktas and his wife Gülüm. How did a flash flood turn private friendship into national conversation? Why are some fans celebrating while others question boundaries? We'll cover every detail: the flooded apartment, the emergency sleepover, the morning photos that ignited the fandom, and what this episode means for the future of Bloodflowers, both on-screen and off. A hit series built on chemistry. Since its debut, Can Kikaları Bloodflowers has thrived on the palpable charge between Delin Yağmur Yüksel and Barış Baktas. Viewers praise layered scripts and lush cinematography. But it's the stolen glances, the half-smiles, the tension-laden pauses that keep Twitter threads alive past midnight. Off-camera, the leads maintained a policy of professional distance. No joint club appearances, no flirty live streams, just mutual respect on set. It's the oldest trick for sustaining audience belief. Keep mystique intact by revealing nothing. To the storm and the flood. Everything changed last Friday when an unexpected cloudburst hammered Istanbul's Üsküdar district, overflowing gutters and sending ankle-deep water through ground-floor apartments, including Yağmur's newly renovated flat. At 21:45, security cameras show water pouring beneath her front door. Two frantic calls to emergency plumbers rang unanswered. Hundreds of residents reported simultaneous damage. Facing rising water and unstable electrics, Yağmur phoned the nearest friend with a spare bedroom, Barış. According to his manager, Barış and wife Gülüm were settling their 10-month-old daughter after dinner when the call came in. They insisted Yağmur pack essentials and head over immediately. Barış drove through flooded side streets to pick her up, risking stalled engines rather than let a colleague brave the night alone. Arrival at the back to his residence. 10:32 p.m. Dashcam footage later leaked by a towing company revealed the route. Wipers on high. Yağmur holding a cat carrier, an overnight bag, and soaked shoes in a grocery sack. Upon arrival, Gülüm greeted them at the door in pajama pants and a top knot, guiding their guests past an improvised towel runway to prevent muddy footprints on hardwood floors. The household staff was off that night, so the couple handled everything themselves. Mop up puddles, brew sage tea, set fresh linens in the downstairs guest room. Neighbors reported no commotion, just low laughter from the kitchen and the clack of Yağmur's cat pawing at its temporary litter tray. No party, no crew, no press. But quiet moments can still echo loudly once the internet picks up a scent. For morning after photos spark frenzy. At 7:08 a.m., a freelance paparazzo alerted by emergency frequency radio chatter about flooded homes snapped 3 grainy pictures from a hillside path. Yağmur on the Baktas veranda in borrowed sweatpants, hair tucked into a hoodie. Barış carrying wet cardboard boxes labeled scripts. And tiny Asıl Baktas gripping Yağmur's finger as Gülüm adjusted the baby's sun hat. The shots hit social media minutes before breakfast and exploded worldwide by lunch. Headlines swung dramatic. Love nest or refuge. Gülüm's silent approval. Open marriage or family solidarity. Floodgate. How water unleashed hidden feelings. Hashtags #flood sleepover and #Barag Riyaus trended within an hour. Some fans rejoiced at evidence of real closeness. Others scolded paparazzi for violating crisis privacy. 5 official statements, brief but telling. By early afternoon, the studio's publicist issued a succinct statement. Ms. Yüksel's apartment experienced water damage. Mr. and Mrs. Baktas offered emergency shelter. No further comment. Gülüm broke personal social media silence, posting a single line. Hospitality is basic, not headline-worthy. Thank you for kind wishes. She disabled comments to block speculation. Yağmur reshared weather relief donation links instead of adding gossip fuel. Barış posted behind-the-scenes stills from Can Kikaleri with no caption redirecting attention to work. Their restraint impressed mental health advocates, who cited the trio as models for setting boundaries under public glare. 6. Behind the scenes. What insiders report. A lighting technician provided context. Can Kikaleri had wrapped the season's penultimate episode the same day of the storm. Scripts in those soggy boxes were next week's rewrites. Meaning Barış and Yağmur likely spent part of the night salvaging pages with hairdryers and heat-free. Fans hardly romantic but essential to keep production on schedule. A stylist friend revealed Gullum offered Yağmur yoga pants because all her own clothes were drenched in floodwater. The baby shoes worn by Aysel in the paparazzi shots? The same pink pair gifted by Elkin Sengu weeks earlier. A detail eagle-eyed viewers connected, plotting friendship circles that overlap without drama. 7 fan camps and data waves. Social media sentiment divided into 3 loud groups. Shippers. Over 40,000 TikTok edits in 24 hours, pairing flood footage with theatrical love ballads. Privacy defenders. Tagged local media regulators demanding fines for paparazzi who profit from disaster images. Conspiracy theorists claimed the flood was overstated marketing to boost mid-season viewership despite municipal damage reports. Confirming 650 affected residences. Analytics show Can Kikaleri rewatch streams spiked 55% the weekend after the leak, demonstrating that even crisis narratives drive eyeballs. 8. Cultural impact. Marriage, friendship, and gendered narratives. Turkish tabloids typically frame co-star proximity as threat to marital harmony. Yet this incident flipped the script. Not jealousy, but hospitality. Gullum, far from rebuffing Yağmur, welcomed her into the family space. Talk show panelists debated whether the gesture signaled a cultural shift normalizing platonic intimacy between married couples and colleagues. Viewers praised the narrative as a progressive counterstory to common love triangle. Sociologists note that kindness in crisis can recalibrate public perceptions faster than any PR campaign. In polls run by entertainment blogs, 68% of respondents expressed increased respect for all 3 parties after the flood incident. 9. Professional ripples. Production continued smoothly, rewrites dried out. Props replaced waterlogged items. Insurance adjusters estimate Yağmur's apartment repairs at 3 weeks, prompting the studio to offer temporary housing. She declined, choosing to stay with family outside the city, citing guilt over adding burden to Barış's household. While they juggle parenthood and filming, brand managers see opportunity. A fire safety company pitched a Preparation Matters ad featuring the trio, highlighting solidarity. Their teams reportedly countered with a philanthropic angle. Donate flood preparedness kits to schools instead of cashing in. 10. What happens next? Repaired home, repaired rumor mill once Yağmur moves back. Paparazzi interest may fade, yet fandom memory lingers. Studio special executives consider a short behind-the-scenes documentary on crew camaraderie and crisis management, turning adversity into positive into positive PR while educating viewers on flood safety. Long game storyline. Writers might weave a fictional flood into season finale parallels, capitalizing on real-life buzz while giving characters Dilan and Baron a rescue arc, echoing off-screen loyalty. However, privacy remains priority. Any scripted echoes will release only after personal upheaval resolves, avoiding accusations of emotional exploitation. Final thoughts. So listeners, where do you stand? Was the overnight shelter a simple act of friendship, or proof that real-world bonds drive on-screen magic? Did paparazzi cross the line, or do public figures sign up for constant scrutiny? And should Can Kikaleri writers incorporate this real crisis into the narrative, or leave life separate from art? Share your view in the comments. If this detailed timeline cleared the fog around Floodgate and gave you new insight into how stars navigate emergencies under a microscope. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a fresh reveal from Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Thank you for watching. Till next time, stay curious, stay respectful. And remember, sometimes the most powerful chemistry is forged in storms, not spotlight. Goodbye.